All right, good morning from the so far out west. They call it the East again. We're at Boston Garden for this one. It's the Boston Bruins against the Hartford Whalers. Because the game's in Boston, there will be no brass bonanza played, even if or when Hartford scores. And Boston is trying to make it 15 straight games without a loss. In my replay, they have a record of 13-0-1 in their past 14, and might as well get right to it. Starting in goal, I should say, though, beforehand off the top, is going to be actually the backups. Reggie Lemelin will start for Boston, and Frank Pietrangelo, or Peter Angelo, as I used to hear some announcers say, I've heard both, is in goal for the Hartford Whalers. Hartford comes into this one actually with a record of they've been outplaying, really punching above their weight. So they're 13-8 after 21 games so far in this replay. Boston, having been undefeated in their last 14 with a record of 13-1, 0-1 over that time, they come into this one with a record of 16-3-1 after 20 games, and the Whalers in their most recent games, let's see here, they're coming off two straight wins. Lost to Ottawa before that. They lost a few in a row, actually four straight before it. So they lost four straight, but they've come back and they've won their most recent two. So starting things off here, the first sequence, the opening period, it's going to be the Whalers. Andrew Castle's having a great season. 31 points already on the campaign in just 21 games. And Castle's with the Red Jack that will not penetrate the Bruins team defense. So we're 2.5 minutes in without a scoring chance in that sequence, where the ace back the other way, it's Adam Oates for Boston. Oates so far in this replay, he has 41 points, 11 goals, and 30 assists, again in just 20 games, so above 2 points per game. Oates with a red 7. That'll be fed through to Dave Poulin. Dave Poulin, who's done pretty well offensively this season. And Poulin, because Pietrangelo lets in goals and Kings, Queens, and Jacks of Hearts already just 5 minutes into the opening period, Dave Poulin has scored from Adam Oates. For Poulin, that's going to be his 9th goal of the season. And for Oates, that'll be assist number 31, so 42 points now in the campaign for Oates. The secondary assist goes to 6 of spades, Don Sweeney. Again, he's got a lot of assists already. That's assist number 16 for him. So that was Poulin from Oates and Sweeney about 5 minutes in. It's 1-0 already Boston, but it's the Whalers back with it. Terry Yake, he had a great game recently. Yake with a 10. And he finds Mark Jansen's top of the slot. Jansen's with a 9, and already the game is tied. Jansen scores for Hartford, so that'll quiet the crowd at Boston Garden pretty quickly. 7.5 minutes in, we got a 1-all game here. Jansen's from Terry Yake, and the Jack of Spades is Jansen's again, so it's just a 1-assist goal. Up to the 10-minute mark now, where the Joker, Adam Oates, once again here for the Boston Bruins. 8 is going to be fed through. 8 to the overtime hero. In real life, Boston won this game 5-4 in overtime. Oates has fed it to Ted Donato. He's looking to score a goal early here. And Donato with the 8, he's done it. So 10 minutes in. 10 minutes in, and already 3 goals have been scored. 9 goals were scored in real life in this game, but 10 minutes in, this is 2-1 Boston. And Boston, that was, so again, Donato from Oates, and the 5 of Hearts is Oates again. So again, another 1-assist goal, Donato from Oates. And to the 12.5 minute mark we go. It's Ray Bourque. Bourque was productive in this game in real life, but Kings and Queens, Jacks will not penetrate the Hartford team defense, so we burn through the sequence where we get up to minute 15. And the King, that is Zarley Zalapski, one of the top point-scoring defensemen so far in this replay. Coming off like a 5-point game, Zalapski with an 8. His pass is fed through to Andrew Castles. Castles, as I mentioned, having a great season, but he needs a 5-10 to score. So a 2 will not get the job done there. So I believe to the 17.5 minute mark we go. I lose count of these two easily, I know. That's another sequence burned out, but let's go one more sequence here in the first period. So with the King, that is Joey Juneau. Joey Juneau, he only needs a 3. A 10 is automatically fed through. Juneau on for Oates, who scored a lot of goals in real life in this season too. And Oates with a 9, so I believe at the buzzer, I'll double check, but I think we've got a 3-1 Boston. Boston out to a 3-1 lead here in the first. Oates from Joey Juneau. And again, the Hearts 8-6 is Oates for the assist. He can't assist on his own goal. So I believe that would be another single assist goal, Oates from Juneau. And a look here, the number of cards remaining for 8, 12, 16, 18. So Normally, after a full period, there'd be 22 here, but of course, we have 4 goals, so the 4 extra assist card flips. There were no team players drawn during the period, which would also add an extra card to the sequence. So, after 1 period of play, it is 3-1 Boston. So back for the second, and I was so excited to get this one underway that I forgot to move this pawn here for every sequence of play, which would have helped me there towards the tail end of one. You can probably hear in the background my wife and the dog are playing. I like it. It's some nice, pleasant sort of ambient noise. I'll get back to him. I just took the dog for a walk, actually. So anyway, so it's 3-1 here after 1-4 Boston. We are up to the second period, so I did remember to move that pawn. And kicking off here the opening sequence, it will be Jeff Sanderson here for the Hartford Whalers so far in 21 games this season. Sanderson with 14 goals and 14 assists for 28 points. But again, that red jack will not penetrate the Boston Bruins team defense. So to the second sequence we go here after 5 minutes in the frame. The middle frame of regulation, but it's Michael Nylander with a 6. That will not suffice to get through. Unfortunate, because that would have been a great scoring opportunity for Jeff Sanderson. Anyway, to the 7.5-minute mark, the Whalers maintain possession. Andrew Castles with a 9. Castles connects to a team player off the bench for Hartford. 2 and 8, we'll say. We'll go with Cullen. He's got to get a few goals and points here, even though he was in Toronto, I think, for the bulk of this season. So we're going to say Castles on for Cullen, who needs an ace or a 10, and the ace doesn't get the job done. So to 10 minutes now of the period where the Whalers have had a lot of control, but they still find themselves down by a pair. Only the King of Diamonds will poke through the Boston defense. So another sequence done to the 12.5-minute mark here in the second period, where with the 3 of hearts, Oates needs an ace or a 9 to 10, so a 5. The puck's taken away from him. And to the 15-minute mark now. Ace, that's going to be Adam Oates once more. Ace and queen, and kings and queens will penetrate the Whalers' D. So ace to 6. Oates to Poulin. Again, trying to connect with the ace this time, Poulin. He makes sure of it. So if anyone was in doubt the first time, pretty sure that's a different card, and I have shuffled sufficiently using the Brian Martin system. So it is Poulin from Oates here connecting, teaming up once again in a goal, and Dmitry Kvartalov with the secondary assist this time. It is 4-1 Boston. I believe we are 15 minutes into the second. With the 4, that's going to be Dave Reed, who needs an ace or a 9 to 10, but he doesn't get it. And let's see the final 4, or final, that was, I believe, the 7th sequence, and we're on to the 8th now. Goodness, I gotta not get ahead of myself here too far. So that would have been Dave Reed's kicked off that sequence, right? So the jack is the final sequence, the first card of it. It is the little ball of hate, Pat Verbeek with the King of Hearts, but again, Boston only penetrated. The defense can only be broken through with a King of Diamonds. So here at the end of 2 periods of play, it is Boston adding to their lead by 1 goal in the second period, and I'm going to shuffle and be back for the third. All right, back for the third, we're Boston with a commanding 3-goal lead. I guess it's unfortunate for the sake of the viewer that this is not a closer game, but here with the 9 of diamonds starting things off, could be no exception. It's going to be Don Sweeney here with the puck for Boston, but the 2. So that play will just sort of fizzle out where we go to the 5-minute mark here in period 3. With the 2, it's going to be a Hartford Whalers team bench player. I'm going to say Nick Kyprios for this one. So Kyprios with a 7, Hartford, though, the team for the team in order to set somebody up with a chance to score needs an ace or a 10 only. So 2 more cards get burned to complete the sequence here to the 7.5-minute mark. It is Boston here again. Steve Leach with an 8. Leach with an 8. That's fed on through to Ray Bourque. Bourque with a jack. But only kings, queens, and jack of hearts. So Frank Pietrangelo, if he wasn't pulled in the second there when they got down by 3, we'll say that he wasn't. Either way, that puck would have been saved either by Pietrangelo or Burke. So we'll go to the 10-minute mark here for Boston. That's Glenn Wesley, but with the 2. So Hartford, who had as many as, I think, 6 of 8 possessions in the second period, but Boston, the only team with a goal to show for it. Got to pay attention here. The 12.5-minute mark, I believe we are. That's going to be Dave Poulin looking for an assist to go with his pair of goals, but he needs either an ace or 6 to 10 in order to do that, to have any progress in the sequence. So the queen, this is Jeff Sanderson here now. Jeff Sanderson with the King of Hearts, but again, Boston, they need the King of Diamonds there on the team card. So 7. Boston's defense get it done here. This is Joe Juneau. Joe Juneau with the 10. Joe Juneau with the 10 and the 6 for Dave Poulin, looking for the hat-trick to complete the hat-trick. And I'm going to say that Poulin deposits it into the empty net. It's up to 11 goals now in the season for Dave Poulin. I stopped updating stats after the first goal on the computer there. Did I update? I think let me see. I've done it though. Anyway, yes, I did, but I didn't do it here. But I'll go back. That's why I've got this video. I can go back and watch it and update the stats. Anyway, it's Poulin here with a hat trick, and that was the sequence was kicked off there by Joey Juneau. We said so Juneau because the Dark Joker. So Juneau with the assist there, and Poulin with the goal. 3 goals here. I should probably update the score. 5-1 here for Boston late in the third period. Poulin from Joe Juneau, and 4 of diamonds is Juneau. He can't get 2 assists on 1 goal. Normally with an empty net goal anyway, you'll have, if anything, maybe just 1 assist. So the final sequence, Whalers looking to score a goal late, just... I don't know. It's economic. It's mathematical. It is Mark Jansen's looking for another point. Jansen's, he finds Terry Yakin waiting, who also has a point in this game, and Yake with the ace. So they beat Lemelin late, but it's the very definition of too little too late here for Hartford. Boston in real life won 5-4 in overtime, and here in this replay of this game, they've managed to win 5-2. As always, anytime, any consideration that you give to anything like this, well, it's never expected. It's always appreciated. And yeah, have a great day. Hopefully everybody's staying happy, healthy, and safe over the holidays, and go and enjoy your games. Bye for now.